Hello and welcome to this video today, the top 10 tips that successful business models have that others don't. We're going to be looking at why do 80%, up to 80% of new businesses fail within their first 5 years. So why do those who succeed, and why is it crucial to start with the end in mind? I'm your host and your executive business coach for services-based entrepreneurs. So coaches, founders, consultants selling educational services, courses, coaching. And I'm the founder of Z Access TV and Z Access Leadership Consultancy. And we are all about helping you generate that first or next 100K with less stress, with more grace, more power, and more speed. And this is a series of business skills videos that I am doing to help you excel and get faster and better at serving your clients so you can have a business you love that's generating the money you want in the way you want it to do. So keep watching, and at the end I have a special gift for you that's going to help you take yourself to this next step. I am an executive business coach and wealth creation coach, and particularly for women in business and business owners who've been at it for a while. And this is all about articles, coaching, programs, and videos to help you to overcome the blocks and excel faster. So if you are after actionable, practical tips and strategies with a no-nonsense, no fluff, direct to the point approach, then do hit subscribe and the notifications bell so you will be notified when I post the next video. In this video, you're going to learn the top 10 things that successful businesses have so you can design your business so it succeeds from the beginning. There is so much we can do in these early foundational stages to make sure that we lay the right steps, the right groundwork so we can succeed. If you have been in business for a few years and are not growing and not attracting enough clients or making as much money as you expected to be by now, and that you are paying for course after course and coach after coach and not getting where you need to go, you are totally in the right place today. Grab a pen, grab a paper, and let's get to work. All of my videos are working coaching sessions, so let's get into it. And do watch this video right to the end, because I have a special bonus gift for you that's going to help you take the next right step for you. Now, to give you a little backstory behind this content today, one of the most common challenges I see in my business owner clients is that they definitely have the passion to grow a business that makes a positive difference, that solves a difficult problem. And it's often been a problem they themselves have experienced, couldn't find solutions, so they've created a solution. I get it. So now they have a clear vision for the outcome they want to produce, but the missing piece, or the piece that they've not got quite right yet, is the bit in the middle, and that's the business model, the how they are going to go from where they are right now to where they want to be, where their business, their product, their service is delivering and solving that problem they so desperately want to solve. And they are sitting at that mountaintop and seeing the fruits of their efforts and seeing their business making a difference, operating as a profitable, sustainable business. So the missing piece, the business model. So if you are not getting enough sales or enough engagement with your marketing materials, with your social media posts, with your videos, It's so imperative that we go back to the basics and review the groundwork, those foundational pieces of our business. We are going to find what's not working and be able to work from there. And like Russell Brunson famously says, when our marketing is not converting to sales, it's either our hook, our story, or our offer that is not connecting with our desired audience. It's not, our message is not cutting through. So today, this is about the top 10 things that a successful business has, where the hook, the story, the offer is converting and it's bringing in enough of the desired audience to make that business successful and profitable and sustainable. First point, there is a huge market demand for the product or service that's being sold. Look at industries like healthcare, wellness, new industries like fintech. These are all booming. Blockchain. These are massive markets and they're growing and they're booming, and there's lots of entrepreneur and investment activity. When you look at your business, is it in one of those categories? How does that stack up? What are the dynamics of your industry? Well, not only what is the total amount being spent in your industry, but what is the growth rate? And the second point with this is, in addition to market size, is do you have access to the decision makers? You must have an accessible market. Otherwise, you are kidding yourself that your product, your solution is so unique that as tough as it is and as slow as that market is, you are going to change it. Do not go there. You are going to waste a lot of effort doing that if the market's not dynamic already. As Gary Vaynerchuk so famously says, do not fight the market. You cannot change market dynamics. You cannot fix a market, not ever. Now, the second point, the product, the service that has the ability to build a long-lasting company, a company of longevity, a brand that lasts. So the problem that this product, this service solves has to be big enough and painful enough by enough people willing to pay for the problem to be solved over and over and over. And make sure that your product or your industry is not a fad or a craze. The problem needs to be one that keeps hanging around so people will continue to pay to solve it. When I think about my monthly nutrition subscription, for example, I've been paying each and every month for 8 years now. And honestly, I cannot imagine my life without that monthly subscription of my protein shakes and all the supplements I have, right? So health, well-being, healthcare, things that we cannot live without. The third point, make sure we see results quickly in days, weeks, or months. Do not have a product or service that takes years to get return on investment. And this is where I see so many business plans and pitches where the revenue's not coming in, the owner's not paying themselves for years yet. And you run out of money because you've poured so much into getting this business off the ground, but you've not factored in your enough cash flow back to you to keep you sustainable, keep you living and growing as you build your business. And this causes us to burn out. It causes us to quit before we've cracked the code. Don't be one of them. Listen and engage with these 10 points because these are the points that are really making a difference. And make sure you come in with enough resources that will hold you in good stead from ideation through to your first regular paying clients. So, big market, addressable market, access to decision makers, and you have to be in a market that's dynamic and you must get results quickly. Number 3, does your product or service give you good profit margins in year 1? And does it grow by year 3? And we want to be excited and inspired because we see that money's coming in from sales. So getting results in a short time gives you the positive benchmark. This is why it's so important having a minimal viable product up as quickly as you can and getting that small circle of early adopter buyers and supporters on board. This is crucial because it shows that you've got potential and that people are prepared to pay money for your product or service. This is what it takes to succeed financially, speed to result. The second number that matters is to show a high profit potential, not just in year 1, but in year 3, because it indicates you have something that scales well and continues to be relevant in the market, continues to be solving a problem that people continue to have. Number 4, high margin products. For example, in retail, traditionally you have between, say, 70% gross margin profits, but your net profit may only be 5 to 10%. Whereas if you look at business models like affiliate marketing or digital marketing services like search engine optimization, where you are providing services to businesses to get them ranking higher in Google, or you're selling a consumable that people come back month after month to buy through subscription. And this is where, again, coming back to my health products, I need them every month. And so this is what makes high margin profits. So you spend money in sales and marketing at the front end to set up your business, but once they're set up, they tend to keep going because people tend to keep buying month after month. So that's number 4. Number 5, how much are you paying for your overheads? Do you really need to pay rent for an external office, or can you work from home? Does your business require you to buy and store stock, for example? Do you need a warehouse? Do you need delivery? This is what eats into your overall profits. The successful, profitable business models do not require inventory to be stored, and they do not require lots of permanent staff or office space, which means they have a low cash burn rate, which makes them a much lower financial risk. And this makes sense, doesn't it? That they don't have a ton of dollars tied up in fixed costs, so they're much more agile and they're much lower risk. So this is why software businesses, where the software sits in the cloud rather than on expensive services in your office, because you're just paying to use the software. It's much cheaper than having to have all the kit and caboodle on premise. And that's why software as a service and software businesses are such a profitable, sought after business model. So designing your business so it does not require a lot of office space, a lot of storage, a lot of stock costs. Important tip. Number 6, do you have repeatable sales, predictable and repeatable sales? This is why franchises like McDonald's or Aussie Home Loans or network marketing businesses like Isagenix are so successful, because month after month, year after year, for 20 years or more now, their products continue to be needed, wanted and loved. And this is what you want. You want your product to be needed, wanted and loved, because this gives you also, when you work with franchises, with Isagenix type companies, is you get a proven business model. You get training on product training, on business skills, on leadership. You're provided with resources, with reliable data, with great training and coaching to support your chances of success. And let's face it, we all want our money, our time, our energy to be successful. So franchises and network marketing companies have a much higher success rate in the order of 90 to 95% because they're systemized, as opposed to bespoke business models, which are around about 5 to 10%. So you want to make sure that you've got really good benchmarks, trustworthy supporters and coaches, reliable data, training, and that's all going to help you predict how the business is going to go, what you need to focus on, what you need to work at, and how to repeat that success once you have it. Number 7, cash flow. Cash is king. Make sure your business has enough cash flow so you as the owner can take out money when you need to. Many owners skip this step. They've used all their personal savings and loans to invest in the business. They've had money from friends and family to get started, and it's okay to do that, but make sure you have a proven system that supports you to get your business up and running quickly, to start returning the revenue and profit as quickly as possible. So you've got the cash flow when you need it, so you can be self-generating and self-sustaining. Number 8, have a low customer count. And what do I mean by this? Let's say your business is 100K, and if it takes 2,000 customers spending $50 on your product, you've got 2,000 customers you need to deal with. Compare this with a business where your product only, or your business, your 100K only requires 20 customers. So each customer spending 5K, obviously it's going to be easier to deal with 20 high value customers spending 5K each than it is on 2,000 to make your 100,000. So have a high ticket, high value product. And this is why I work with business owners to help you develop and sell your high ticket, high value subscription offering. Number 9, make sure you have repeat customers and recurring revenue. This is the holy grail. Build something once, put a lot of energy and resource and time into building the right foundation, doing the right groundwork, putting the right pieces in place and the right mindset and the right vision. And this is what is going to make sure you create the critical mass in a business that continues to grow and flourish. When we start with the end in mind and see this repeatable, recurring revenue coming in as you sit on that mountaintop, this is really worth doing as you design your business in the early days, because it's just as easy to start a business with recurring revenue and repeat customers as it is to not have repeat customers and recurring revenue. So start with the end in mind, develop your model so it gives you that. Number 10. The 10th tip here is about outsourceable and management. And this is worth considering again in the early stages of designing your business. Make sure that you start with the end in mind. Make sure that once you have the business pumping and you want to take a step back, you want to take holidays, that you actually can step back and put in a management team. Put in that CEO and the operations team so you can get out of the way. Entrepreneurs are often great at starting businesses, not necessarily that great at running businesses. They're different skills. The CEO skills you need to run and manage a business are very different to entrepreneur skills that are required to get the business kicking off. Make sure you can outsource the leadership and management of the business at the right time, whether it's a CEO or at the actual execution team delivering on the products and services you create. If you can achieve all these 10 things, you truly do have the top 10 building blocks that are going to set the groundwork for a successful, sustainable, profitable business. Use this criteria now to evaluate your business and let me know in the comments below how you stack up. You can use these same 10 criteria to evaluate every opportunity you investigate. So here they are again as a quick summary. Number 1, make sure you have a huge market demand for your product or service and you can access the decision makers. Number 2, have a short time to results in days, weeks, or a few months, not multiple years. 3, have high net profit margins in year 1 and even better net profit margins in year 3. Have low fixed overheads. Number 6, predictable and repeatable sales. Number 7, a good cash flow. Number 8, low customer count, high value product. Number 9, repeatable customers and recurring revenue. And number 10, make sure you set it up so you have outsourceable management. As I said at the beginning of the video, I have a gift for you. If you have enjoyed this content and you're keen to learn more about how I work with business owners and corporate executives in our Sales Accelerator Formula Program, that's my signature program where we take you through to make sure you set these 10 steps in place in your business, then click below and I would love to offer you a complimentary 30-minute discovery session with me to see exactly what the next steps are for you. The link is below. And if you would like to know how we could help you, and if you're serious about changing your income results in this next quarter, in this next month, and start making your first or next 6-figure income with more grace, with more power, with less stress, then let's have that chat and see how I can help you get those results faster. And indeed, during the strategy call in this 30 minutes with me or one of my team, we are going to work out exactly what those next 2 or 3 steps are that you can be doing right now to move yourself forward, whether you join me or not, whether you engage me or not. We will map a crystal clear step-by-step strategy that you can follow to achieve your revenue goals in this next month, this next quarter, and get the commitment, the clarity and confidence in these next 90 days to get it done. And during this conversation, obviously, we will work out together whether we're a good fit to work together in our Sales Accelerator Formula Program. So if this sounds like you, absolutely go ahead and click on the link below and book your session today. I hope I get a chance to meet you. I would love to hear about your business, your strategy, your challenges, and see just how I might be able to help you get just over maybe just one little hurdle that's holding you back from living your best life and creating a business you love that's making a difference and it's given you the revenue you deserve. So if you'd like to explore how all this works, go ahead, click on the link, and at the very least, hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.